If you want to write scripts, and more specifically good scripts, then here are the things that you need to do. No, not should, need to do. Hence why I clarified it as if you want to write good scripts instead of just scripts, okay? So if you're going to write a good script, you have to read other scripts as well, right? That's the only way to learn. It's not just enough to watch a movie and be like, okay, cool, I've seen movies and things like that, therefore I know how to write a script. The formatting side of it can be very easily learned, but there is an art to writing scripts because, you're trying to be as succinct as possible, you're trying to be as visual as possible, and all those things. And, reading scripts, especially to movies that you do love and have seen multiple times, can help ingrain how it went from script to that movie, and because essentially you're working it backwards, right? And so that's a very useful thing to do. So number one, read scripts. Number two, read in general, right? Read tons of books. Books in general, right? Like in terms of stories, they nurture and foster our minds, right? Because without just reading in general, what we will write inevitably is just cliche written. So by reading more and more, we can see, other writers and how they're telling their stories and things like that, and start to avoid repetition in that way. And also, it's just a great, whether subconscious or perhaps conscious way to gather words, right? It's, how to form sentences and so forth, a writing style and all that stuff. It just feeds us. We need to take in more than we output in terms of creativity. Very much so. And then lastly, you also need to study the craft. So, part of that could be reading books such as Story by Robert McKee, or the famous one Save the Cat, and all those, sort of books on screenwriting. Also, in addition to just like, let's say, reading scripts or, watching movies, kind of really dissecting it, what worked about it, what didn't, where the story beats and things of that nature, right? Really breaking it down so you understand the stuff, learning The Hero's Journey by Joseph Campbell and the various kind of story theories and all that stuff, right? So these to me are the three absolute, like, if you want to write a good script, that you need to do, right? I don't know anyone who can just avoid this stuff, to be able to do that. There's of course others, you could take, be part of workshops and things like that, but in terms of absolute musts, these are it for me. But let me know what you think about this. Comment down below or hit me up on social media at Svitek. Thank you so much, and I hope this helps.